Hey y'all, this is Gary Calger here, KB8UGP, and what we're looking at right here is an old one-tube detector for AM radio, right there. Of course, I added this piece right here so I could plug my amplifier into it. It's made for headphone jacks, what it's made for. But this is what it looks like compared to a book of matches. Then the power supply unit, what that looks like right there. Then you got to have your batteries, 1.5 volt. I paralleled two D-size batteries for the filament on the one tube. This is a schematic of the radio. It takes a 1S4, which is a 1.5 volt filament on the tube there. This is a detector only type receiver. 70 turns of lift wire. It takes 4.5 to 22 volts for the plate current on it. Now I added a resistor between the headphones there, a 2200 ohm resistor. What I added that helps my amplifier there. Now, if you had headphones, high Z headphones, yeah, they'd work. And right there is the 1.5 volts going to the filament on this. But if you pause this on YouTube and look at the print, you can build this very easily. This radio was first introduced years ago. I think it was 1950 something here. Let me see where I can find it at here. The quality of the printing on this sheet here was not very good. But I looked it up on YouTube there, or not YouTube, but the internet. And it had this exact same radio. Right there, it's set up right there. Now I mounted mine on plexiglass. That way I could, you can see through the bottom of it and see what the radio looks like. Let me show you the bottom of it here. Right there's the bottom of the radio. It uses a trimmer capacitor as the tuner. Then the coil is right there beside of it. It's a real small little coil made out of lift wire. The bottom of the tube there, you can see that resistor I added right there to take care of this. But that's what it looks like right there. Now, listen to it. I'm going to turn my amplifier back on.
Now more than ever, it's imperative to support companies that share our conservative values. That's why I can't be more excited to tell you that I've switched.
So it's receiving. Now I'm using my tuner up here, antenna helper I call it, to do this. And let's see, here's...
Organizations that fight for
It's not very selective.
Oh yeah, Mike Malone was fired with 3 goals left in the regular season.
It's not very selective.
Members of Congress have stormed ICE's Wayne Hall detention facility Jersey, along with a group of protesters.
But that's what it is. It takes a 1S4 tube, which you can still buy these on the internet, called a 1-tube radio. It's a matchbox size, and it tells how to build it there on the internet. But I thought I'd put that on there. It's AM broadcast band only, and I'll show you what happens. Now I'm going to hit the switch. That's going. I'm going to put it back on. But you can hear, if you tap the tube, you can hear the tube ring. Trying to get a couple stations. See if we can.
The question is, the accused of signing Goliath?
There's a preacher on there.
Little David, King David, huh?
That's
Most will sell out.
1170. I'm just about presuming it is.
You can make it.
You just have to guess where you're at when you're tuning with this. Like it says, the detector is not precise and it's not, very selective, but that's what it is. So y'all take care now. This is KB8UGP, Gary here in West Virginia, saying 73, and happy DXing, and may God bless America.